And welcome back to another announcement video. This week we're going to go over the Aetherdrift release and the lore. We got pre-orders coming starting tomorrow. Got the qualifier this weekend. We also have Arena Direct this weekend and going over the event schedule in general. So first off, the Aetherdrift lore stories are coming out. So if you're into that, they'll start. What is it? Full Throttle set debuts tomorrow, January 21st. So you'll start getting the lore, the story. Says on Magic's YouTube and Twitch channels. There's Daily MTG and of course the Magic Story podcast. So if you're into that, go for it. I used to be super into the lore. I read the books when they came out. Unfortunately, they stopped releasing novels. They went to online only, which was cool. And then they just started really doing weird stuff, and it was kind of hard to figure out where the story was going. One story that they never released, and I'm super bummed about, was Innistrad, because it was like it was horror themed, of course, right? Zombies, vampires, and I was so about it, and they just never released a story behind it. So like so there's a little mix up there that kind of ruined it for me when it comes to lore, and I never really fully got back into it. I tried when they tried to do the online with like basically Magic Origins and Ixalan and Amonkhet. I kind of followed it up to like War of the Spark, and then War of the Spark kind of they came out with novels again, and then it was a two-parter. It was very confusing. I just kind of gave up, and I haven't really gotten back into reading Magic lore. But if you are into it, and or you want to get back into it, this is a chance to start a story from the beginning, right? Okay, moving on. We got pre-order bundles. So we got the Chandra pack bundle. So obviously pack bundles are going to be specifically for packs of the set. It says here 50 Aetherdrift packs. The 5 golden packs, I don't like that they put this here because it's as so I can't confirm, but it feels like it's 5 on top of the 5 you would have gotten if you got the packs, if that makes sense, right? You know how if you buy 10 of the newest set, standard set, you get a golden pack. So I'm assuming they're just saying because you're getting 50, we're giving you 5 golden packs instead of just like, oh hey, here's 50 and 5 golden packs, and that doesn't include the 5 that you'll be getting from just opening packs. You know what I mean? If someone can confirm for me, if anybody does buy pack bundles, I don't spend money on Arena, but um, let me know because I feel like they're just misrepresenting this. You know what I'm saying? A Chandra card. I don't know what it is. Obviously, they haven't showed it yet. And a Chandra Depth Art card style, so fancy looking. And of course, the sleeve, right? Available at purchase. So once you purchase it, you will get the sleeve, and then everything else will be released on the date. So February 11th. That's kind of what, a couple weeks from now. So next up, we got the Loot Play Bundle. So it's the character loot. We'll get the sleeve, the card, obviously. We get a companion, Spike Shell Convo Servo. Sorry, I was reading companion. Spike Shell Servo companion. Looks silly. And then at purchase, you get the loot sleeve and the companion. And then on release date, you're getting the 2 player draft tokens, 1 sealed token, 5 play-in points, 1 loot card, and 1 loot depth art card style. So again, this is the play bundle. So if you like playing limited, this is not bad. You do get a good amount of stuff going into it. And then there's just the Mastery Pass bundle. So it's Sita Varma. I don't know who that is, but I guess we'll find out. They might be a character that was released before, but there's so many legendary creatures now that it's hard to keep up with all of them. But they're going to be the character for the pass bundle. Of course, you just unlock the secondary bar of the mastery pass, and you get a card and the card style, and you get sleeves when you purchase it. So those are the bundles. I'll probably be going over this every week until release date. um, Qualifier weekend. Yes, this coming weekend we got Explore Best of 3. So if you're trying to get into that, This is the weekend. Last weekend there was best of 1. This weekend is best of 3. And that is only on the 24th. Just remember, because the 25th and 26th, so Saturday, Sunday, is the actual qualifier. So if you want to get to be able to play in the qualifier, you got to play in the play-in first, and then you'll get invitations to the actual qualifier. Next up, we got Arena Direct. So this is something that I think is cool. Not up my alley, but I like that they have it available. Where you get to play Arena, and then you win your event, and you get 2 boxes of Duskmourn. I think that's really cool. So it starts this Friday, and it ends on Monday. So at 8 a.m. So you have basically Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So 3 full days of being able to play. If you're into that, if you feel confident in your ability to in these events, hey, all for it. Go for it. I recommend it. But for me, I'm not confident enough. I'm not competitive enough to like really get good at the formats, and then sealed best of 1 matches, right? I don't feel confident enough to win those. But if you are, good luck. Event schedule. So we'll start with just midweek magic, of course. This coming week is Cascade Brawl. So basically, when you cast a spell, your spell automatically has exile the top card of your library. Exile the top cards of your library until you run into a spell with CMC lower than what you casted. So if you casted a 1 mana spell, if you have a 0 mana spell, it'll automatically cast it, if that makes sense. If you cast a 2 mana spell, it'll cast either 1 mana or 0 mana for free. So it just, every time you play something, you exile the top card of your library until you reveal something lower CMC, and you get to cast it. You don't have to cast it, you can cast it. And that'll go on for every spell. So there are ways to probably break it. I'm not one to be like, oh, you should build this deck. You know me, I'm all about saving your wild cards and not trying to build. If you have a brawl deck you like, and you're like, hey, I really like me, I love my Adeline deck, I love my Braids deck, I'm just going to play probably one of those, depending on what my challenges are. And I recommend the same thing. Don't look at this as, how do I break it? How do I like get all these wins? Like, just play your favorite brawl deck. If you don't have one, there's plenty of ways that you can build a cheap one with what you already have. Just play a commander you like, put a bunch of cards in there that look cool, and play it. You might win a game because other people are in the same boat. And this is my advice to when it comes to midweek magic. Players also are just kind of just there to play, and they're probably not investing in trying to win games like crazy. Or the other thing too is what do you call it? People might just concede on you because like, yeah, I don't want it, just because they can, right? It's not ranked, it's not anything like that. So Cascade Brawl, just play a deck that you have. Next, after the week after that is Historic Pauper. This one I'm super excited about. I love Pauper. I love Historic, or not Historic, but I love Pauper. And I'm excited for it. I already have some pre-made decks. I love that if you are gonna build a deck, it's all commons. So, I'm sure you're sitting and looking at your wild cards. You're like, man, I have like no rares, little mythics, some uncommons. And then you look at your common piles, you're like, man, I got like a lot of common wild cards. And that's where you get to build decks. And that's what I love about Pauper. You get the cheaper, quote unquote, cheaper cards, and you build around them. So, I may stream, I may not, but I definitely be putting out videos for the Pauper event for sure. After that, we got Golden Pack Sealed, which I think is cool. It's just golden packs of the standard sets, and you just get cards and play with them. I think that's cool. I love it. Next up is after that is Jump into Aetherdrift. So just jumpstart with Aetherdrift. We'll see what they have. This is very no real deck building experience in the sense you just pick 2 packs, you shuffle them together, and that's your deck. And I kind of like that. And that's it. That's the midweek magic for the next 4 weeks. Now, quick draft. We are currently, well, actually, Duskmore and House of Horror just ended last week, so let's ignore this top part because it is already the 20th. January 18th through February 1st, we got Wilds of Eldraine. So if you want to get back into that, there you go. I mean, if you're grinding for gems, you don't have a choice, but you know, Wilds of Eldraine, there you go. And then starting the beginning of February, we got Bloomburrow. So you know, a lot of people like that set, so we're going back. We already talked about oh no. Other events. Standard set premiere drafts takes over before Aetherdrift. So we got Duskmorn House of Horror, and then we're moving on to Outlaws of Thunder Junction. After that, we got March of the Machine in February. And then, of course, at the end of the month, we got 2 weeks of Chromatic Cube drafts, best of 1 and best of 3. There you go. And then we talked about the Qualifier, competitive play, of course. If you want details of timing and all that, they're right here. You know, I'll be linking the article in the description below just so you can go back to it. Of course, our ranked season rewards. We got, as I always suggest, just play 1 ranked match just so you can get at least a free foundation pack. Like, this is something that I always tell people, like, it doesn't take much for you to just go in, play a ranked match. You don't have to win it. You can just lose it, and you're in the ranked system. And because you're in bronze, you'll be getting a pack no matter what. Now, a step further would be playing until you get into silver, because in bronze, you don't go down in notches. If you lose, you only go up. So eventually, even if you lose 90% of your matches, as long as you are able to win enough matches to get into silver, you get an additional 500 gold. So it really depends. You don't have to sit down and grind to rank up. Just whenever you are playing matches, just play in ranked. You know, once you're in silver, you can get out of ranked and play on regular play. But it's just to get that additional 500 gold. That's half a pack. You know, when you're playing, when you're free to play, and you know you're trying to ink out as much as you possible, 500 gold can mean a lot. So, just my recommendation. You don't have to do it, but it is a recommendation if you're just trying to get as much out of you can. And that's this week's announcements. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought. You guys excited for Aetherdrift? You guys playing in the Qualifier? You guys doing the Arena Direct? Let me know how that is. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you. If you like my video, please like. If you like my content overall, please subscribe. I'll catch everyone next time. Bye-bye.